Yo, what's up, everyone? We're going to be ranking all the NBA teams. Recently, I did an MLB team tier maker, and this one I will not feel very sick. The one I made on Saturday, I was laying down because I did not feel good, and I still wanted to make a video. And I was just home alone all day, so I made 4 videos that day. Well, 3, but still. Starting off, we're going to do the Atlantic Division. Then we're going to move on to the Southeast Division. Then we're going to move on to the Central Division. Then we're going to move on to the Pacific Division. Then on to the Southwest Division. And then to the Northwest Division. So, yeah. Starting off with the Philadelphia... Sorry, that was an error. Starting off with the Philadelphia 76ers. I think this team is good. I mean, they did just beat us yesterday, and it was not very awesome to see, but yeah. Next up, we have the Boston Celtics. I think that this team is good, is amazing. I think that they're second in the East. They've been playing excellent all year. They had an insane win over their rival back in November, and I think if you're a Celtics fan, you're happy with how you're playing. And I have a very good friend, Celtics fan, on this channel. I have like 3. And then next up, the Toronto Raptors. I think that this team is decent. I mean, like, in fact, they're kind of just like rolling into the playoffs, but they're not like terrible or anything. So I mean, like, they're probably gonna have to play in one of the playing games, but still. Next up, we have the New York Knicks. I think that this team is bad. I mean, like, I'm not being biased towards them because they're our rivals. I'm saying this because this team has just not been consecutive all season long. So yeah. Next up, we have the Nets. I think that this team is decent. I mean, like, they're just rolling in. They're going to be like a seed 7 probably. Probably going to have to play in one of the play-in games. And then if they win, they'll play a 2 seed. So, yeah, it's going to be hard for them. Next up, we have the Washington Wizards. I think that this team, sorry, well, not drag. I think this team is decent. I mean, like, they like to win sometimes, but they don't like to win too much, so I mean, yeah, we lost them both times because the Pacers suck, but yeah. Next up, we have the Hawks. I think this team's good. I don't think they're going to be, like, amazing and, like, go super far in the playoffs, but they're definitely they're definitely a decent team. Next up, we have the Hornets. I think that this team is going to fall into decent. I mean, like, they're just kind of rolling in the playoffs. They'll play one of the playing games. I think they can definitely... They'll probably win the playing game, and then they'll probably lose to the 1 seed, the Miami Heat, probably, yeah. So, next up, we have the Miami Heat, who I was just talking about. I think this team is amazing. They're in first place in the East right now. This team has just been consecutive, and they've been winning the majority of the season, and it's amazing to watch them. So, next up, we have the Orlando Magic. I think that this team is going to fall into just play the bench and see what they can do, like. I saw the Magic play in person this year. They played the Pacers. I went to that one. We lost when we choked, but still, I mean, Pacers aren't terrible, but they're not. I mean, the Magic aren't. The Magic just, it's not their year. Just play the bench. Maybe, you don't know. If there wasn't such thing as the bench, then Tom Brady wouldn't be playing because Drew Bledsoe would play, and then. The Cleveland Cavaliers, this team falls into good. I mean, they've been consecutive all year. They're like a seed 3. They're definitely gonna go kind of far. I think they'll lose to Boston in the second round, but they're a great team this year. Next up, I have the Pacers. Just play the bench and see what they can do. Pacers are falling into. They're probably gonna be like 25-57. So. I mean, I think we can win one more, so I think we'll be 26-66 to finish the season. That is an awful season. We've just been bad all season. And same with the Pistons, which I don't like the Pistons, but they've been bad all season long. And basically what I said about the Pacers, they've been struggling since, except for it's been on for like 3 years. Next up, I have the Chicago Bulls. I think this team is... I would say they're decent. They're kind of. I definitely think that this team has been playing bad recently, but they've definitely been a very good team overall, and yeah. survive the Milwaukee Bucks. I think this team is amazing. I mean, like, they have Giannis Antetokounmpo. I don't know how to pronounce his last name very well, but I think they'll fall into amazing. Next up, I have the Golden State Warriors. They're amazing. They have Stephen Curry. They can pretty much do anything now and just win no matter what. Next up, I have the Lakers. I would put them in two. I put them in decent. I mean, they've been struggling all season long, and they're probably gonna play one of the playing games, and they might lose. So, yeah. Next up, I have the Clippers. I think that this team falls into decent. I mean, they're probably like a seed 6. They're gonna. I don't actually know where the Clippers are. I just think they're decent because, they'll just fall in there. Next up, I have the Suns. This team's amazing. Best team in the league right now. And if they get anyone else, then everyone's gonna hate the Suns, except for their fans. The only thing I don't like about the Suns is like most cities, they don't share a stadium with their hockey team, the Coyotes, but that's not really a good reason. And next up, I have the Sacramento Kings. I think that this team is bad. I mean, like, we lost to them. Sabonis is on that team. I met Kyle Guy. He's on that team. Well, I just said hi to him, and that's all. But I think that this team's just bad. They're not going to make the playoffs, or they'll probably make the 10 seed for a playing game, and then they'll probably get clapped. Next up, I have the Dallas Mavericks. I think that this team is going to fall into good. I mean, like, they've been struggling just a bit, but they've got huge wins, like against the Lakers. Like, they blew them out. They're definitely they're gonna be like a 5 seed probably, so they're gonna be good. Next up, I have the Rockets. I think that they're bad. They just lose for all the time, and it's not even cool. Next up, I have the San Antonio Spurs. I think that this team is going to fall into bad too. They just haven't been consecutive after they lost that one guy. I forgot what his name was, but they're just not very consecutive. Next up, I have the New Orleans Pelicans. I think they're bad too. Zion Williamson is like 4,000 pounds now, and because he's been eating so much, I just think that New Orleans is just bad. Denver is definitely going to fall into good. I mean, they have the Joker, and they're probably going to be like a seed 6 maybe this year. It's going to be debatable. We don't know. Next up, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think this team will fall into decent. I mean, they're going to be like a seed 7. The Nuggets will probably be a seed 6. They'll be a seed 7. They'll probably play like the Lakers, and then they'll win, and then they'll go to Golden State and then get beat 4-1 probably, but they're decent. Next up, I have the Jazz. I think this team's good. I mean, they had a really great last year, and then they got stunned in round 2 by the Clippers, and that was crazy. So, next up, I have Portland. I think that they are a decent team. I mean, like, they're a decent team, so let's say that. So yeah, there. Next up, I have the OKC Thunder. I think they're just bad. They've not been consecutive. They lost all their stars, like even Chris Paul. They lost everyone. Next up is the Memphis Grizzlies. I think this team is very underrated. I think they're amazing. I mean, like, they're number 2. They're gonna have a very good run in the playoffs. They're very underrated. So that's all I have for this video, and I'll see you in the next one after I review all the teams. So amazing. We got the Celtics, Heat, Bucks, Warriors, Suns, Grizzlies, 76ers, Hawks, and then good, we have 76ers, Hawks, Cavaliers, Mavericks, Nuggets, and Jazz. A decent, we have Raptors, Nets, Wizards, Hornets, Bulls, Lakers, Clippers, Trailblazers, and Timberwolves. At bad, we have Knicks, Kings, Rockets, Spurs, Pelicans, and Thunder. And at play the bench to see what they can do, we have Pacers, Pistons, and Magic. So that's it for the video today, guys. Peace out.